All right, let's talk about one of the most powerful books on success ever written, Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. For more than 20 years, Hill studied the absolute giants of his era, all to figure out one thing. Was there a single powerful philosophy that they all had in common? And who were these people he was studying? Well, you had people like Thomas A. Edison. We all know him as one of the greatest inventors in history, right? But what's absolutely wild is that he did all of it with only 3 months of actual schooling. That kind of tells you that a fancy diploma wasn't the secret ingredient. And then there's Henry Ford. This is the man who literally put the entire world on wheels. But he didn't start at the top. He started with pretty much nothing. No cash, no powerful buddies, just an idea that he absolutely refused to give up on. And of course, there's the guy who kicked this whole thing off, the steel titan, Andrew Carnegie. He was totally convinced that there was a secret to success, and he felt it was his duty to get that secret out into the world. So that leads us to the one burning question that Napoleon Hill dedicated his life to answering. What was it? What was the secret philosophy that was the engine behind every single one of these titans of industry? Okay, so here's the backstory. Andrew Carnegie gave a young Napoleon Hill a mission that would sound insane to most people. He said, I want you to spend the next 25 years studying over 500 of the world's most successful people, and I want you to find that one common thread, the single secret to their massive achievements. And what Hill uncovered was, well, it was profound. He said that once you get it, it's like opening a floodgate. Riches and success come so fast and in such huge amounts that you're left wondering where it was all hiding before. The key wasn't just working hard, it was a very specific way of thinking. And that way of thinking all starts right here with the very first principle, a burning desire. Now, this isn't just, a simple wish or a hope. Hill is talking about a pulsating, all-consuming obsession with your goal. It has to be everything. He tells this amazing story to drive the point home. There was this great warrior facing an enemy army that was way bigger and stronger. After his soldiers landed on the enemy's shores, he gave a completely shocking command: burn our ships. By getting rid of the only way to retreat, he put his army in a mental state where there was only one path forward: victory. Failure wasn't an option. And that's the whole point. To truly succeed, you have to cut off all your escape routes. You have to be 100% all in. But look, desire, even a burning one, isn't quite enough on its own. It needs a partner, and that partner is relentless persistence. And to explain this, Hill tells this unforgettable, kind of tragic story he calls 3 Feet from Gold. So, picture it. The gold rush is on, and this guy, R.U. Darby, and his uncle, they strike gold. And not just a little bit, they found a massive vein of ore. They were literally about to be set for life. So they started drilling, their hopes soaring higher with every turn. But then it happened. The vein of gold just vanished, gone. They kept drilling, desperately trying to find it again, but they just came up empty. Totally defeated, they did what so many of us do when things get tough. They quit. They just gave up. They sold all their machinery to a local junk man for a couple $100, and they headed home with their tails between their legs. But here's the kicker. The junk man, he was a little bit savvier. Before he started drilling, he hired a mining engineer to check things out. And what that engineer found was just jaw-dropping. The gold was still there, just 3 feet from where the Darbys had stopped drilling. 3 feet! That junk man went on to make a fortune from their mistake. Darby never, ever forgot that lesson. It haunted him, but it also fueled him. He got into the insurance business, and he became one of the best in the country for one simple reason. He refused to stop. He told himself, I stopped 3 feet from gold, but I will never again stop just because someone tells me no. Now, this kind of persistence is fueled by the next big idea: the power of decision. After studying 25,000 people who had failed, Hill found that one of the top reasons was procrastination, a lack of decision. The successful people, they make decisions fast, and they change them very, very slowly, if they ever do. And you want the ultimate example of this? Think about the creation of the United States. That didn't just happen by accident. It was the result of a single, powerful, high-stakes decision. On July 4th, 1776, 56 men put their names on the Declaration of Independence. In that moment, they didn't just create a nation, they gambled their own lives on that one definite decision. So you've got desire, persistence, and decision. All of these are pointing to the same place, the real core of Hill's philosophy. Your greatest asset, your real capital, it's not the money in your bank account. It's what's between your ears. It's your mind. And that finally brings us to the secret itself. The one big idea that Carnegie sent Hill on a 25-year quest to find. It's this: thoughts are things. Your mind isn't just a passive observer. It's an active creator. When you take a powerful thought and you mix it with a definite purpose, unwavering persistence, and that burning desire, that thought literally starts to change into its physical, real-world equivalent. So if this is all true, why isn't everyone successful? Hill says it's because we build these little fortresses of excuses around ourselves. He calls them alibis. We tell ourselves all these stories. If only I had more money, if only times were better. And every time we do that, we're just giving away our own power. And the way to tear down those alibis is to change what you fundamentally believe. It's not about being the strongest or the smartest or the fastest. The simple truth is, sooner or later, the person who wins is the person who truly believes they can. It all starts in your head. Which brings us to the very last and maybe the most powerful question the book leaves us with. It suggests that life is like an employer, and it's willing to pay you exactly what you ask for. So as we wrap this up, the question isn't for me, it's for you. What wage are you going to demand from life?